What's up, what's up? Sam from Sword Style Guitar. Today we're going to be talking about whether guitar is something to be studied or something to be absorbed. Pretty common discussion nowadays. People seem to think that guitar is something that you just pick up by osmosis, and that is something I highly disagree with. I think that you should approach guitar in the same way that you approach just about any other topic of study. It's something that you should be working towards actively. John Scofield once said the way that he got to be as good as he was is that he learned every scale, every chord, every single bit of knowledge he could possibly absorb about the guitar. He learned it inside and out, 9 different ways, and with that he became one of the greatest guitar players of all time. So, a lot of other guitarists will say, no, guitar is something that you just do, and eventually it comes to you through your soul and your interpretation. And I mean, I could see how that's true as well. Experience is obviously your best teacher, but guitar is something you could study. Music is something you could study. If you look at guys at any other instrument, they have a far better general community sense of practice than guitar. Guitar is more something that you just sort of vibe out and you absorb over time. That's the general community sense with that. And I think it holds a lot of people back rather than enables them or empowers them. I'm more of the proponent recently because I became aware that I myself had fallen into the habit of being my experience will take care of it. I've gained a bit of proficiency by just absorbing, people's playing and by listening to music myself and, just absorbing it. But now recently I realized that it's something that can be approached in a scholastic manner. I think that you should approach it in a scholastic manner because more information is better than less. You're much better off getting both sides of the argument rather than just sticking to one point. So if you stick to your vibing style of learning, you'll only get that side. But if you stick to the scholastic approach of like reading books and learning new stuff all the time and pushing yourself to learn different things, you're going to be way better off. You're going to be able to communicate with different types of players. You're going to be able to be in different bands. You're going to be able to get different gigs. You're going to be able to sound better, play better, and have a better musical understanding. There's no, ignorance is not something to be proud of. And I think that, guitar has a lot of mysteriousness and a lot of, information passed on from centuries, old wisdom that's being withheld. It's like, no, we're in an information age. This isn't like you have to go find a scroll with the infamous jazz lick to play over, C minor 7 flat 5, while you transition to the F, whatever dominant 7 chord to the B flat major 7. It's like you don't need to go find a scroll. Like you just need to go buy a Mel Bay book and work through the Mel Bay book. So what can you do? What can you do to start being more scholastic? Well, there's a lot of things. Personally, I recommend getting a good teacher because personally, I'm not the type of, for me and for a lot of other people I know, their personality isn't conducive to sitting down and grinding it out with a book without somebody instructing them. You see, you need somebody to inspire that, and you also need somebody to guide you with your questions. And also, I feel like if you've invested and made a decision to go get a teacher, you're going to be that much more likely to go out and actually apply, to put effort into learning something new. So I'm going to keep this video short. Yeah, the point is, look, oftentimes as a player, you're going to be coming to a divide. You know, one side, people are going to say, nah, man, just go with the flow. Learn, like, everybody learns at their own pace. Like, you're going to have, you know, you're going to get your skills from other places. You're going to get your skills from experience. And then you're going to have people who are like, no, you know, learn to read, learn all the different jazz chords, learn all the different voicings, learn all the scales, practice your tail off. And, you know, like my former teacher, Chris Morrison of Monroe, Connecticut, once said, he said, do you know what the difference between me and your average Joe is, Sam? He said, it's brute work. Brute work is what separates the great from the average. And the same thing with John Scofield. John Scofield locked himself in an apartment for 2 years after he graduated Berkeley. And then he got the gig with Miles Davis. And even then, Miles Davis was quoted to have said that Scofield wasn't too great on his first audition with him. But look at where he's at now. He's killing it. He's been killing it for years. And he's a huge proponent of hard work. You know, he may seem like a chill hippie guy, and he is, but he put in his time. He paid his dues. So ultimately, you must do the same if you want to achieve true greatness. And, you know, that goes for even if you're playing rock or blues. Stevie Ray Vaughan knows every style of blues in and out. Rather, he knew it before he unfortunately passed away. But he knew every different style in and out. You know, he could emulate all the greats. And if you're gonna play a particular style, then do that too. All right, guys, I'm taking off. I'm gonna go get some Chinese food and relax. This is my week off from school, so you'll be getting a lot of videos from me later.